So then Hello, welcome to round two of the North American Masters Tournament. Hi, my name is Stu. This is my first time, Stu Toll. I'm one of the co-directors of this year's US Go Congress, and I'm here with the incredible Stephanie Yin.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Stu.
Yeah, hi. It's so exciting to be here with you, and we're going to look at our top four matches today. It's already a lot of excitement in the U.S. Masters. The last minute entries from a large crew of Koreans who are really made a strong showing in round one. So
did they register before, or they just show up at the last minute?
They registered very late in the process. We saw them. They contacted us, in like a couple weeks, I think, before the Congress, and saying they had a group of people to play in the Masters, and we were very curious to see who it was going to be. Mm-hmm. Although their organizer is helping organize a Korean Go Congress, and so she's actually posted a thing about that in the main room too, and maybe we'll get more info about that in the future.
Yeah. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
They're all 7 dans, right?
They all registered as 7 dans. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What some people are saying, we think that maybe they're underestimating their own ranks.
Right. Yeah, because yesterday the records of our North American players are not really great. Yeah. Okay. So why don't we jump to the first sport now?
Yeah,
take a look at it. Okay. So this is one of our pros, Calvin, playing against Tae Young.
Tae Young, that sounds like a good guess.
Kim. Why don't we just call him Kim?
Yeah, Mr. Kim.
Yeah, Mr. Kim. So Kevin started both started a fight in the top right corner, and then seems white was in favor in the top corner area here, but now they're started another fight in the middle. Seems pretty complicated right now. Yeah, we can definitely come back to this game and then talk about some details.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see how we got here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So now let's look at the second game, the second board, which is Alan, and against Mr. On.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
And Alan, you tell us a little about Alan, do you know?
Yeah, Alan is definitely one of the strongest, I would say, pro-elect players. Yeah. I'm very surprised that he didn't join the professional qualification this year.
Oh, he didn't compete?
No, he did not.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so this year we got a new pro, and his name is Bill Lin. And it's from Canada.
Oh, cool.
So we do have a couple pros from Canada, and I hope, and I think he's probably will join the
pro.
Next year.
We'll see him with the P next to his name soon.
Yeah. And also he's one of our teachers on our MYG. Yeah.
Oh, cool. So he's with your crew.
Yeah. Yeah. He's very strong, and his style is pretty solid. He's playing white in this game. They actually speed up a little bit. I was looking at the bottom area earlier, and then it seemed he lifted there comfortably, and then black tanuki'd and then started something on the left side. Yeah, just by looking at the game right now, it's pretty even. That's my feeling.
Really?
Yeah.
You think my amateur look at this, I just see this and I think it looks like black has a lot of cutting places and weaknesses compared to white. You know, why would you call this even?
So right now there are a couple weaknesses here, but in Go we do have 2 different types of cutting point. Mm-hmm. I like to call them. One is called a virtual cutting point, and a urgent cutting point. So virtual cutting point means like it's cutting point there, but it doesn't really worth it to cut. Either the group is
Oh.
already alive or you don't get any profit from cutting there.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I think here, and here are all the virtual cutting points. So white couldn't really get any profit by cutting any of the spots.
Oh, interesting. So maybe this is a silly question, but why isn't there profit in, like wouldn't white say capture the 4 stones in the bottom left? Is that
that would be big profit,
but that doesn't look possible or likely, even with the cuts.
Yeah, we can definitely come back with the details about these cutting points. But the cutting point right here, that's urgent because that will affect everything on the left side.
Yeah, okay, I see.
All right, so now let's move to the third board. That is Jeremy versus one of the parks.
Yeah.
Mr. Park.
Yeah.
There are 2 parks.
The 2 parks.
Yeah. So this park, this Mr. Park, Ryan lost against him yesterday.
Oh, so you have a vendetta.
His style is, I think it's very kind of solid and a focus on the thickness, which is very important and then kind of very abstract strategies in Go. Like when you get the thickness, you don't get immediate profit yet, but you can use this thickness to develop a lot of different things in the later game. Yeah. So I think Ryan's game yesterday he didn't manage very well in the mid game. And then later,
so that thickness paid off.
Yeah, he told me like I didn't do very well with the thickness principle. Yeah. Okay, so in this game, Jeremy is playing black. My first instinct is like when I'm looking at the game, I feel like black is actually pretty good position because black is a giant moyo here.
Yeah.
And then everywhere is pretty settled for black. And then white has some territory, but compared with the giant territory on the top.
So maybe the board is white's problem to solve, right? White has to find a solution to this.
That's my feeling. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. And then Jeremy is also one of the, I would also call it pro-elect players.
Do you know much about Jeremy?
Well, I know him a long time ago, and then he has been one of the strongest players for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, and he competed in a lot of our state championships. And then we had a New York Go Summit last year. We invited Kim Jusuk Naidan and to attend. And then we played a Rango, pro Rango. It's like all the pros are standing inside of circle, and we're playing 35 different boards.
Oh my God.
We're taking turns to play. And I remember there's a funny moment. It's like after Mr. Kim played the move, and then we're following him, and then I'm not sure what he wants to do it, and we just skipped it and played the next game.
This morning I was running the pro simul game signups here at the Congress, and we had a long line when we opened the signups, because we open the signups every day at 8 a.m. And Kim's sheet fills up very quickly, but he often lets other extra people sneak in. He's not shy about playing many people at once.
Yeah. He's very, very generous. Night on pros.
I can really tell that with him. Anyone who walks up, he's just like, I'll just pull up another board.
I remember he was playing 11, 12 players last year at once. Is he doing the same?
Well, we officially are trying to limit him to 8, but unofficially he tends to drift to more and more as the afternoon progresses. I think he had 12 at one point yesterday.
Wow. Yeah, he's a very he's one of the strongest fast game style nine done pros. So I guess 12, even 20, 24 is a piece of cake for him.
Oh my gosh.
Because he plays very quickly.
Yeah. He plays by instinct.
Yeah. All right.
Do we want to peek at the last one?
Yes. Let's go to the last game. Last board right here. Oh, this is the second Mr. Park.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at this earlier, too, and the top situation was... I was trying to read it and getting confused.
I wanted to cheer Alex up, and he's a style right now. It's very mature at his age, because he became pro when he was 14, I believe.
Oh my
14
gosh.
years old.
Wow.
So there are a lot of oaths saying, like, once you get older and you experience more and you play more tournaments, and your style will also go, your personality will get more mature, and then your golf style will also go more mature. Yeah.
Where is Alex? One of our North American pros, right?
That's right. Yeah. And I believe he should be the youngest.
You think is he the youngest playing in the tournament? Maybe we'll get Todd to confirm that for us.
The youngest in North American pros.
Oh, he's the youngest of our pros.
I think he's the same age as Kevin Yan that year, but I think he's a few months younger. Okay. He's playing black. Somehow I feel black is pretty good right now.
Yeah, before, black gained some definite profit in the fight in the top middle. Maybe we'll look at that a little later and how it played out, because it looked more volatile earlier, but it seems...
Yeah, and then the white shape right here is not that great. Even though the stone is net, but black still have some edges around this area. Yeah, we can talk about that after we come back to this game. So should we go back to the first one?
Yeah. Let's dig in.
Yeah.
We're hop back to board number 1.
Oh, so for the times, I think it's for the open division. Can we go? Let's go back to the board one first.
Yeah.
Okay, I think for the open division, the time is 1.5 hours per person.
Yeah.
And then 5 times 30 seconds below me.
Yeah.
It's the same for the strong players room. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be a long game.
Yeah, it really
3
is.
hours can last like a 4.
Yeah, we're almost an hour and a half into it at this point. So,
and then there are only, like.
Wow. Oh yeah, they're thinking hard 15. On this one.
Okay, so Calvin is playing white. Okay. Oh, I think I probably made a mistake on the color. So let's go back. Right here. Okay, let's start. Okay. Black started this is called a crossing corner opening.
Oh yeah, the cross open. You don't see this very often.
Not very often, especially nowadays. The Komi is 7.5 points according to AI.
Yeah.
Black already have a less advantage before the first move even start. And
So Calvin was probably happy on move 4.
Yeah. So this style is more focusing on the fight. Yeah, because it's really hard for black to develop any openings. Because we have a 3-star opening, focus on Moyo, Kobayashi opening, and then Chinese opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this maybe gets you, it's just raw fighting skill rather than how much you've studied your Fuseki or openings, right?
Yeah. So do you know all of these 7-dan Korean players? Are they insane or?
There's been a lot of conjectures about if they might be soon to become pros. There's a rumor going around Congress that their plan is to try and sweep the Masters to cover the cost of their plane tickets.
Oh, I actually heard the same thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Then our North American players will
Yeah.
have to fight hard.
Yeah, I'm rooting for us, but they're very sweet, and their group leader has been really great to talk to, and was very kind and patient with us. Stephanie, you also brought a large group of people, and I love these big groups that come out together and sort of show up in force. Yeah, the youth group's the coolest for sure.
Yeah, for all of the youth players, the U.S. Go Congress, they're the most exciting.
Oh my god!
Yeah, most the favorite trip for them to go. So in order to come to the U.S. Go Congress, they have to study hard, behave well in class, and in front of their parents to get their permission to go.
That's the trick, huh?
Yeah.
Well, and
the trick is usually having the parents
right.
behave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild seeing how many young people we have here. Like, there's a lot of young people, and we have the great Bound Prize where we're challenging our youth players to find players who are at least 40 years older than them. And I think the more games you play with a 40-year age gap, you can win a prize for the most games. I think every kid who plays at least 5 games with someone 40 years older than them gets handed $20 at the end of the Congress.
Wow.
So you might have some sugar.
Yeah, I should definitely tell them any 5 games.
They just have to report it on their little Bound game slip. Like you can grab them next to the help desk in the main room.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, this year, not only the youth players, my dad also come with us.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I want to meet your dad.
Yeah. He's a 3-dan, and so far so good.
Did he play in the Open?
He did.
Yeah.
He loves Go so much, and
is he what got you into Go?
Yes, for sure. And then even today, he has to play at least the 3 games online every day.
Oh my gosh!
Otherwise, he can't go to sleep.
Oh my gosh! Wow, I wish I was that dedicated.
And I remember when I was little, there's a server called Tom and Taijan. You can actually play 3 games at once. And he always does that because he always wanted to get as many games as possible.
Wow, that's a great philosophy for us, for players trying to get stronger. Is just play as many games as you can.
Yeah, and a game review is also very important.
That's
why we have so many pros here.
So many game reviews. Every day we have 2 game review sessions, sort of going at once all day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, I can see there are so many options there.
That's why you have to start learning to remember your game and recording.
Remember or record is helpful. Or you can bring an online game though for you don't have to get your open game reviewed. And we have a lot of lectures, obviously, too. Some really exciting pros here.
Yeah. When all the youth, my students look at the schedule, I want to go this, I want to go there. I don't know where to go. I want to play the cycle as well.
Yeah,
there are a lot of activities in the youth room as well.
Oh yeah, the youth room is happening.
Yeah. All right. So now let's continue. I think they started very early. Early fight in the top right corner.
Okay. And these look like familiar moves.
At the beginning, it looks very peaceful.
Yeah.
Kazumi, small knight's move.
Yeah, this could have been 100 years ago or more.
Yeah. Okay. I think the fight starts from here.
Yeah, is this a common move to play the diagonal in response to the Kasumi rather than the extend?
Nowadays, yeah. I think
really?
That's from AI.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't play this move yet, so that's a new one for me.
This is one of the options, but the 2-space extension is also a good move.
Yeah, that's usually what I would do.
So nowadays it's less common to play 3-space extension because of the RG in the middle right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and also gives black some sentates on the top. Right. So in this particular situation, the reason why white chose the Kusumi, not only try to limit this area, the black's moyo, but also to combine the knight's move on the left side.
Oh, okay, yeah. And
so that black is easier for white to develop more potential on the top. And then black started attaching, and then I think the fight starts from the next move.
Is that attachment at 014 or 015? Is that the normal follow up, or is that a divergence?
It's one of the follow ups.
Yeah.
Okay, and then.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay. And a Kusumi. So this move is the Tsuji in the local position.
Yeah, I've noticed I still never, I can't figure out how to leverage that myself. Right. And it looks to me like those black stones must be doomed.
So any other moves would not work.
Yeah, okay.
Only the Kusumi.
What makes the Kusumi, what's sort of the follow-up that makes it valuable?
So this is what happened in the actual game. So the Kusumi gives black a miai. I don't know whether the audience knows what miai is.
Miai is like this or that. Like you've got two different options, and you'll get one of them, right?
I always give my students an example. On one side, we have a $5 bill. The other side, we have a $1 bill. So the value is actually the same. So you can always take one of the same value.
I like that.
So in this position, black has either extend. This is what happened in the actual game, or black can have the tiger's mouth here to run out. And then the hane doesn't really work for white. Because these are the urgent cutting points.
Yeah.
And then black can use multiple Ataris and then make these ladder. Right.
Oh, okay, cool. That's what I wasn't reading. I assumed black would be doomed trying to do that. Yeah.
Nice. So if black, normally the descend is always the first intuition to play.
Yeah.
But in this position, this move only gives one option for black to follow up, which is the turn. But after white blocks, there's no way for black can actually do from the right side.
Yeah.
That's why the Kusumi is the
Kusumi is the key. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
The key. Okay.
So black ends up coming into the corner.
And then black cut again. Wow. I feel like the shape isn't really that good for black because there's still some even though those two stones are trapped, but there's still some ajis on the top. So black will have to use if black it doesn't really matter to this Atari. So black will still have to extend one more time, and then there are multiple senteis for white. I think that in the real game, in the actual game, Calvin used the Aji around this area and it made the three stones alive.
Oh.
Yeah. These are pretty straightforward. These are all the senteis for white because the group on the top is in danger. And then this is an attachment to Suji.
Yeah, this is I even know this one, right? That's the breaking the bamboo, I think I've heard it called.
Yeah.
When you see the two stones with the one space.
Yeah, two on both sides.
Yeah.
But this is not really a good center for white to play. It's hard for white to capture this black stone.
Well, that's why, but white playing the attachment at 14, like sort of playing the move that black would have used to make a bamboo joint. That's kind of breaks the shape. Right?
Yeah. And then black Atari. Ooh, that's interesting.
Now black's going to get a Panuki. Isn't that bad for white?
In general, we should never get a Panuki to your opponent, right?
Yeah.
On the textbook, it teaches us the value of the Panuki is 30 points.
Yeah.
a lot of players are a little confused. Why? I just captured one stone. Why is it worth the 30 points? Yeah. Because I always tell my younger students, the Panuki looks like a nuclear bomb. You can actually reflect a lot of different like a territory or potential in the later game. So the value is actually the thickness, is not the point, and the Panuki has. So, but in this game, the Panuki in this area is still big, but compared with the top group right here, it's relatively small.
Yeah, white capturing.
I've always thought of it as the center of a bicycle wheel. The center connects to everything around.
The center of a bicycle wheel. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But in this shape, because if black gets, or if white captures that whole group of stones on the top, that's easily 30 points as well, right?
Yeah, so black right now should definitely, I think a white will either I think that either way. Yeah, black, we're here. It's better. Okay. And then black is in trouble because there's no way for black to connect those two groups. So in the actual game, I believe black played a connection first. Oh, no, that's the branch. Oh, he cut.
Just make more complications.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. So this is a good timing for black to cut, because if all of the stones are alive, and then maybe the cut will be the gote, because it doesn't really affect any life and death situations.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
so just get the cut in now so that you have a stone there.
Yeah. So now, since this group is not alive, white is forced to save the two stones. And then pull back, Atari, capture, and then a white capture those two stones. And then black drag that stone out. And then another fight started. So I think that they settled the earlier fight in the top right corner. So
now the next fight has begun.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I think I made a mistake on the colors. I thought that Calvin was playing black, but so I was thinking Wade actually got more profit from this fight. So Calvin is pretty in a good position right now.
Oh, really? Because it was black's sort of base to start with, or black's corner to start with, and
yeah, and then black still owes one move in the top right corner.
Yeah.
So at some point, he fixed it. Okay, and then that's interesting.
White's gonna go all out on those stones. Do you think? Trying to harass the 6 stones in the middle.
Well, I'm not sure. Yeah. Seems there's some cutting points here. Let's see what happened in the actual game. Okay, so extended. Yeah, white does have some weakness there. I guess maybe it's still very complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the first instinct feels like, oh, white got some profit in the top right corner. I get some in territory that was black's area, but it's still pretty complicated. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone has unsettled groups right now.
I'm not sure why he played this move, because I feel like there are a lot of like urgent places to focus on, and this move doesn't really give any pressure on the black's groups. Yeah, maybe we can ask him after the game.
Depending on the result.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, he it. Turn. Okay, so these two stones are still can be saved because the cut is sente, and then if black cuts from this direction, those two stones are still alive. Yeah, but I think it's more important to have the Modi group fight in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't cut. Okay, he played the Kazumi, and then he pushed. Okay. Wow. So complicated. Yeah, because there's some moves around this area is pretty urgent. But if we're gonna get a trade like this, it's not big enough for white just to capture the center group. Yeah.
Oh, so that trade would be favorable to black if black gets the sort of top middle white stones and white gets this central cross of stones.
Yeah, this is just too big. So I guess they will have to finish the fight over there.
Wow, I can't believe white didn't have to fix there.
Yeah, I think a white now is going to sacrifice that stone and then squeeze the whole group. Yeah, and then black now connected to 2 stones and indirectly connect this group as well because there are so many cutting points. There's no way for white to fix them all. But white now, the good thing is white now get the sente, so white can finally surround that like center group, like across the shape.
Okay. So make use of that move that we questioned earlier, maybe.
Yeah. I think that he's looking for the follow-up move to have a better enclosure because without this stone, if white play any of the other moves in this area, it's too white for white to enclose. But still, it's pretty hard to really kill that whole group because there are so many spaces here. Oh. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, I think that's the game. Oh, so
we're caught up with real time now. Wow, they are thinking hard. This is almost 2 hours of thought into getting this far in the game, right?
Yeah. So 2 hours. There should have 30 minutes left by each 30 minutes. Oh, right.
Yeah, that'd be my guess. I guess we don't probably know exactly what's on their clocks.
Yeah. So I'm sure Calvin read this out. The Hana doesn't really work because there are so many weaknesses, and then the liberty of this group is pretty short. Yeah. Well, it's complicated, but I think the white is not in a bad position.
Yeah. Well, and white's going to lean on these other stones probably, and the question is, will black respond? Right? If you were black, would you respond to this white move locally, or would you play to save the other group?
I think I will focus on the center.
Yeah,
because this is more urgent. And then even though this stone is dead, let's say if I play one of the moves here, and then I still have a chance to drag this stone out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of thought of the 2 stones as a package deal, but the bottom right corner stone could maybe live without his friend.
Yeah. There's a Go theory. One of the Go theories saying with a big fight, more complicated board positions always result in a small losing or winning points. I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh, interesting.
So like more fight in the game, but it always ended in a small result
difference in points at the end. Oh, interesting. Well, because no one's getting something giant, right? In the end, if no one resigns, probably everyone got some sort of
profit. Yeah. So it's mostly 2 situations. One is everything is alive, and then we're competing the points. And then the second situation is I kill a dragon and my opponent kill a dragon, and then still the reason why the game is still continuing is because the 2 dragons are similar value, and I will still have to go to the end game. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Okay, so now let's move to the second board.
Yeah, let's check out the next one.
Okay, let's see what is happening here. Oh, feels like they're about to end.
Yeah.
Going to the end game. Okay, so Alan is playing white. I think they're now doing the fight here. Is he going to play the net? Let me play this out and see whether it works. And then, oh, there's a back door open. Okay, never mind. Okay, so this is the game. Oh, he did play this move. I think that's going to happen. Yeah. I'll have to sync. Okay, so black hasn't played move yet. Maybe we can quickly count the board because...
Yeah. What do we think the status is? That's a big bottom right corner.
Mm-hmm. So black has 10, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 27 points. And then 37, 40 points for both corners. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would say 10. It's 50 points. And then there are a couple points, 50 plus.
Mm-hmm.
And then white has on around 9 points here. 10. And there's another 10, 21, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, that's 28. Oh, hold on. I think okay, so this is a 9, 10. Okay, 10 points. And then 28 for the entire right side plus the bottom area.
Yeah.
28. I will give white maybe 5 points there. So 33, 43, 43, 45, 46. Oh, that's actually pretty close.
Yeah, plus Komi, that puts it at 53 to 55 maybe. So they're both right in a similar range.
Yeah. And then especially, I think black is still having some weaknesses here. So if that's going to happen, and then as long as white doesn't have any, maybe there's something here. Okay.
Does that really work for white?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay.
There's a cut, right?
Yeah.
So if that doesn't work, that means black is all connected. Everything is connected, then
it's still very close.
Yeah.
Wow. Do we want to look a little bit at how we got here?
Let's start from the beginning.
I noticed when you count, and I see other people do this, you sort of count the definite points, not the possible points.
Yeah.
What's your advice on like mid-game trying to evaluate the position? What's sort of your strategy for doing that count?
Well, that's actually the hardest part in Go.
Yeah, it's the hardest part.
Yeah, you have to accurately estimate what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because we will have to know how to settle before we actually count the actual points. But there are always two ways to do it. If you wanted to be generous to yourself, you should be generous to your opponent.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't count all of the possible points.
I always am generous for my opponent and harsh on myself. And then sometimes I think I'm losing when I'm not. So that's good advice. You gotta have the same policy for both people.
Yeah, we have to be rational for both sides.
Yeah. I always think, I should overestimate their points and underestimate mine so that I don't mess up. But
yeah, because the good way for doing your style is you won't end the game quickly because you always have the mindset, okay, am I not enough?
Yeah.
And I have to keep getting more points. But the side way, like the disadvantage is if you always feel like I'm behind, maybe you're already winning and then you decided to invade.
I do that all the time. I think, oh, well, no, it's still close. I have to fight. But maybe I could have just played safe and won easily.
Yeah. So one of my lecture topics is related to the positional judgment. It's called mid-game trifecta.
Oh, okay. What's the trifecta?
Territory, judgment and decisions. Yeah.
So what's the difference between judgment and decisions?
So we have to know how to count the points accurately in order to make the correct judgment. After we make the correct judgment, and then it's time to make the decisions.
Okay, I see. Yeah, judgment is evaluating, and decision is what you do about that evaluation.
Right.
Yeah. Well, let's see what their judgment and decisions are like here.
Sounds good. Okay.
15 minutes to break.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, the two space enclosure is pretty common nowadays.
Isn't it usually? Yeah, this is the Joseki would be to play another move to make the base for their 2 stones.
Yeah. So nowadays, Black, most of the games are focusing on the like a fast pace style.
Oh, Black wants to play fast because of the Komi.
Komi, right. Yeah. Okay. And then I look at the game very quickly earlier. I think Black in the opening, they're they're focusing on the outside influence. They wanted to press weight to the side so that they can control better in the center area.
Black's part of the Korean crew. And they're trying to. Okay.
Well, this kind of style is pretty scary. So, like, if I'm playing against this kind of style, I will get scared because they're getting us so much moyo in the center.
Yeah.
But for the player who is playing this style, they're also scared because if the opponent is invade, if they don't get any profit by attacking it, they will lose all the territory and influence.
So
it's very risky style.
All your eggs in one basket.
Right. Yeah. You better protect them well. Okay. So there's no problem for White to live there. Yeah, that's not intention for Black to play those caps moves.
Yeah. Black just wants to seal White in.
Right. And then White used the Sente to live there, and then Black to negate. Okay, and then, so it's not necessary to play additional move right here because this stone is pretty light. After White cut from this direction, and then Black can easily surround on the outside. I'm not really sure White should play those exchange moves. It seems like the exchange between the outside and inside in the early stage of the game, outside is always better.
Yeah. Yeah, you would rather get out than make eyes, right?
Yeah, and then the value of capturing the stone is only 1 point. And then it doesn't really affect any of the other stones. Yeah.
Come on, Alan.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Do you think he's just wants to
I'm pretty
take what because it was Sente, so he figured I can take this for free even if it's not.
I think he's probably worried about some ajis of his own group. He's so this whole group has no problem to live, but with 1 additional stone here, and so this whole group is still pretty weak. If Black has some Sentis in this area, it will damage the corner a little bit.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah.
But still, it's too early to make that exchange moves. Maybe in the later game, White can cut from this direction. Okay, this is pretty normal, straightforward, classic, and approach. Okay. Yep. Why is it shiny? Okay, let's see. Okay, good. Okay. That's a little bit unexpected for Wei.
What makes it unexpected?
That's the shoulder hit and then block. It's hard for Wei to. Well, this move by looking at it, it's more like an invasion move.
Hmm.
But if we look at the whole board situation, that's kind of attacking white as well, the stone. So maybe this is a little too generous to black. I would consider the peep. Have to read. Yeah. That's most likely is gonna happen. The shape isn't really good for white either. It's tough. Yeah. So if white just simply jump out, and what black would definitely need to jump out, and then maybe this is a little bit better. Because if white can connect both weak groups, and then everything will be strong enough to live.
Yeah, now white has nothing weak, and black has a couple.
These two stones are still, just there. And
they're unsettled.
Okay.
But they would have lots of places to go, right?
Right. So the reason why I don't really, I shouldn't say I don't like this move.
It's okay, you can tell me.
I'm questioning about these two moves. I feel like these two moves are kind of like a thank you move, like a helping move.
As black, you'd be like,
to get stronger. Yeah. I always like to call them thank you move because you're actually helping your opponent.
Yeah.
Okay. I think a way to right now is just extremely focusing on the territory.
Yeah.
Because in the middle area is more like a public park.
Yeah.
No one can actually get influence or territory there. But if this group is settled and then the kick and then settled this whole corner, it's the most important.
Yeah.
And then most likely they're just moving to the end game at move 60.
Well, and this is the one where it looked really close when we looked at the current state of the game. So this is the kind of, this is not one of those throwdown fight games like some of our others.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, so there's nothing here. Black managed to connect the stones, right? So I think we look at up to this move earlier, and where we're talking about a little bit further.
Oh yeah. And I said, why not cut now?
Right. So the cutting point right here is a virtual cutting point because now black can use all the sente and a wedge. So white is, kind of like falling apart.
I still, if this were my game, I would still think I'm going to capture those black stones. But they're alive now.
They're alive, yeah. White is too weak. The three stones. No liberties. Right, only two. Right, and then there's a very easy connection for black as well.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go back to the actual game. Okay, so black got this big move.
And it's probably too small for white to just take those three stones in the top left now.
Why did he play this move? It seems a gote. Oh, well, there's a ko, but I don't think white can afford this ko. That's too heavy for white. Okay. Okay. And not very happy with all of these.
A lot of profit.
Yeah, I think it's still this is a little too small. So, but since the white already started that invasion, I guess his mindset right now will have to finish that position. I think it just if I were white, I would still focus on this area. The four stones are still pretty unsettled. Okay. All right, let's quickly go to the board position. Okay, and then white get very small corner.
Well, white has to sort of accept that.
Okay, so black is very thick. So remember we kind of kinded the board,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe we can quickly move to that.
Breaking 5.
Okay. All right. So these are pretty common. And then Sentes. Okay, this is we can come back later after
Yeah.
the break. But let's just quickly see what happened
See
in
where we
actually.
ended up.
Yeah, this is what happened. Oh, they did.
They're doing it. What?
They did. No? Is it mine?
Oh,
no,
that's
no,
your branch.
that's
Okay,
my-
I was shocked.
okay, that was like yes. Okay, this is what happened on the back. Okay, so this is what happened.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh, yes. So this is a good move. So that white now can cut here in Sente and it connect this group.
And everyone connects
Mhm.
and no one gets any
Mhm.
points.
Yeah.
But who came out in Sente from that was
What?
black.
It's white.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Oh,
black
and
and
the
it's
white
there.
is there, Sente
Mm,
there.
okay,
Okay.
this is where the game is. Yeah.
So it looks,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't really change our initial count, huh?
Right. So it's pretty close, and
Yeah.
then black has, I guess, a little bit of advantage because black is more is thicker in the end game, but they're still kind of fighting in the top area right now. Yeah, we'll see.
should we do a quick recap of the just look at where board 3 and 4 are and see if any of
Okay.
our local heroes have a
Okay.
hope?
Yes, definitely.
This
This
is
board
still
3 is pretty slow.
yeah, very slow. Jeremy too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess this is the determined
Yeah,
fight.
yeah, one
right
fight
here.
for it all
Mm-hmm.
over those 4 black stones, whether or not they live, right?
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
big fight there. And
Okay.
let's take a
Board?
peek at board number 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the black is pretty good position
this is
just by looking at it.
Alex, this is park number 2.
Mm-hmm. Park
I
number
don't
2.
think we looked at this one yet.
Not yet.
We were looking at this before the broadcast.
Mhm.
I was really fascinated by
Yeah.
the fight in the top. So maybe when we come back, we'll
focus
take a
on-
deeper look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the board 3 and 4.
But
All right.
yeah, thank you. This is so fun.
Yeah, thank you too. Yeah.
And
So you break for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Sure.
we're gonna
Yeah.
take Welcome back. My name is Stu Toll. I'm still wearing my badge. I'm one of the Congress directors this year at the 2024 40th Annual Go Congress. I'm here with Stephanie Yin.
Hi, everyone, again.
Yeah, we're going to get back into looking at these very interesting games in the North American Masters Tournament. We had a couple housekeeping reminders for everyone watching. We have a live stream comments section, probably at the bottom of your page or the side, depending on what app you're using. And we have Todd here checking the comments, so feel free to ask us anything about the Congress, about Stephanie, about the games.
About our tournament director as well.
Well, I'm not running the tournament. I'm just doing the event.
I think people want to see your pants.
Oh yeah, my legendary
pants.
Congress director pants with the flower print.
Will those be available for sale?
They're one of a kind.
Any questions for our heroes of e-journal broadcasting team?
Yeah.
Anything you like?
Yeah, ask us anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to start out on board number 3.
Mm-hmm.
We did a quick summary of 3 and 4 before we ended, but this is the one when we looked at it before, there was some floating stones for black at the bottom that looked like they needed to survive for black to stay in the game.
Yeah. It seems that Jeremy managed to connect this whole group. And then let's start from the opening.
Yeah.
Okay. So normally, black always start from the top right corner. I think that's the direction of our recorder. They're maybe sitting on the side of the white's position. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, the first move started in the bottom.
So they
left.
weren't just playing a rude opening.
No, I'm sure they're not. Yeah, Okay. All right. Wow. So the 2 boards that we just looked at it, they also use the Kasumi Joseki, right? They are using it again, right?
Yeah, the diagonal.
Yeah, diagonal. Okay. Another one. We're looking at the correct board, right?
Yeah, this looks very well. The stones are slightly different, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
But same basic idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
The corner positions are very similar. Oh, another Kasumi. And remember the last board too, they used 2 Kasumis and a 1 knight's move.
Yeah.
But this game, 3 corners with all Kasumi, Josekis. And then Calvin's game, I think it's white, started with the Kasumi.
Oh yeah, played
right.
yeah, and then this one we
And
see
attach and
the
then cut.
large knight. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's also one of the AI
Yep, this
Josekis.
one of the ones we all had to learn a few years ago.
Okay, so the double hane.
Double hane, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the options to respond. There another option, which is Atari, either to break through and then cut and then have the trade. But in this position, I don't think it's very favorable for black because white already have some stones to limit the thickness. And then later on, white can start a fight by connecting the 2 stones. If black connects here, I think that's probably even worse because this thickness, the wall.
Yeah, it's pointing at white stones.
Right.
Yeah.
That's probably why Jeremy chose the double hane here, and then just to settle.
So what's the double hane sort of communicating? Is sort of saying,
if you don't want it to get a outside influence or pretty much the outside influence, and then you should, and then you want it to get a local territory, then the double hane would be better.
So the double hane is actually about getting sort of slightly more territory.
Yes.
Even though it looks to me like scary, right? You have so many it seems scary to play that second Hane because what happens if they Atari?
That's right. Okay. Normally, in general, the double Hane is one of the most risky moves. But in this position, with this Hane, it creates the double Hane. The double Atari for white. That's why it forces white to connect back.
Oh, because white wouldn't want to play the Atari because then white would still have to go back to fix.
Right. Either way, if white played this Atari and then white still have to connect back. Right.
So that's why we shouldn't be scared to play the double Hane in that scenario as black.
Yeah. I think we have a question from the chat.
Oh.
The other board has black play b3 after c3. b3 after c3, which is board. Oops, sorry. Which game?
Yeah, maybe we'll get the person in chat to respond.
Yeah. Locally in this local area, the descent is not one of the best responses because the shape isn't really good, and then it also gives white a very good shape right here. But in some games, black still play the descent. That's a little bit too passive.
Well, and you can play the Atari before the descend too, right? If you want to take the points.
Yeah, and if black doesn't want to leave with a goat, actually this is a sente, but there's another option which is the tiger's mouth instead of descent. The similar position, but the shape is a little bit better.
Oh, interesting.
And board, it is played in the board.
She had to comment that all the Korean players played the kasumi.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
maybe that's their team strategy.
Yeah, we'll find out somehow. Okay, yeah. So the descent and then tiger's mouth are very similar. The concept are very similar. Yeah. Okay, but still, I think in this position, one of the moves will have to follow up with the extend, or this one. But still, the thickness is already limited by the two stones, the two white stones.
So, and this one, is this Jeremy, right?
Yeah, it's a Jeremy.
Yeah, so Jeremy just wants the points and to go play elsewhere.
Yeah, and then get sente. Okay. This is good. Okay, and a shoulder hit. So far, it's pretty peaceful. I think it's not like the first board that we look at it. This turn is
the
so
nonstop fight.
so early. Okay, and that's the ladder breaker. This one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let me show you. So after the attach, you will have to follow up with the hane to create a cutting point in this area. So right now, white is facing two different ladders. One is right here. Obviously, this is working for black. And with this stone.
Oh, so black played the shoulder hit to be able to then cut white on the top left.
Right. Okay, let's see where white played. Wow.
White knew.
Yeah, well, this is a very as usual move, I would say that. Yeah, because normally we will have to use one of the hanes or extends to respond the attach. But extend out doesn't seem very good move because black can easily surround the stone and then white will be in trouble. Descend. Okay, maybe they're like a white mindset. It's like I wanted to counterattack. Then this move will be too passive. But for the connection, I think that should be okay. Even black can surround on top, but white can still slide and connect both groups. But of course, black already got some profit by playing those two sentes, and then black can keep extending here to get big moyo. Yeah. Right.
And that's, I seem to remember this game kind of heads in that direction a little bit with
Mhm.
black trying to make a big moya there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what happened in the actual game. Yeah. Okay. Oh, do you remember what happened in the first
Oh,
board?
yeah, the Kasumi,
The
yeah.
Kasumi.
Yeah,
Pop
white
quiz.
plays the diagonal at E18.
Yeah.
Then we get $5 bill or 5 ones.
The Mia, yes. Congrats, you passed the pop quiz.
Yes, okay.
You remember this move because this is a very, very common shape, the Kasumi. There is another Joseki with very similar shape with the attach right here. Oops. With attach and Blahane extend and white cuts and then black Atari block and then white place the Kasumi.
Okay.
It's the same concept. Yeah. So this shape is very common to see. Okay.
I'll have to start remembering that for my games.
Yeah. Okay. And then black extended in the actual game, but because that's not acceptable for black to sacrifice the 2 stones in the corner. Yeah, so black will have to face the fight. Okay. And then it seems white is now looking for a trade. So white is ready to give up the stone and then to have to get some ice space on the bottom. Okay. This is what happened in the actual game so far. How do you feel for all the exchange moves after the attach?
I would feel happy as black because I feel like I've got some place to make big points, and I wouldn't feel that way as white.
I agree. Yeah. So sometimes there's a good strategy called a reverse order. Reverse order means in order to make the correct judgment, we swap the moves and see whether all of the moves are reasonable. So like if we go back, this is the final position, right?
Yeah.
So if we go back to here.
Took a mental picture.
Yeah. And then it seems like white played this move and this move. And then white Atari, black Atari, white connects, black Atari, white connects, they extend it. And then the only difference is black spend additional move here, but all of the white's exchange moves are terrible.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
That's called a reverse order.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the black should be better. Yeah, after all of the exchanges. So there is a valid to play additional move here to make the whole area stronger. And then the disadvantage is there's a black didn't get this move. But still, compared with the top area, this is much better than laddering the stone.
Yeah, black has more to hope for on top than on the left.
Right. Okay. Okay. So, white tanuki. Okay, black connected. They're also doing some mental fight,
Yeah.
Because
why?
Go is more like, and if we look at the professional games, or some top players' games, you always see that there's a lot of tanukis. Most of the reasons is you don't really want to follow your opponent's plan. Yeah, otherwise you will just keep following and you won't have the control. That's why the sente in Go is very important.
Yeah.
So now they're doing kind of like strategies on the board and a mental strategy as well, like a mental fight.
Yeah.
You want me to respond? No, I won't follow your plan. And then white started attacking this stone, and black says, okay, you can take that, and I will take your 2 stones. Okay. Yeah, I think that having a sente in mind in Go is always a good strategy to lead the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking about that initiative and not just the points and the influence.
Yeah. So there are 2 ways to to think about whether you should Tanuki or not. One is, does this move affect my life and death situation?
Hmm.
If not, of course you can Tanuki. You don't have to worry about that. Right?
Yeah.
And then second is, does this move affect my territory? If I don't respond, do I lose a lot of points?
Yeah.
If don't, then I should take my Sente and start my own plan in the game.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. That the initiative is more important
Mm-hmm.
than your territory.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So white started pressing here, and then because black already had some ice spaces here, so it's very easy for black to live on the side. And then black jumped out. Okay. Maybe we can quickly do the counting part and see how the game goes. So white has 10, 12. Let's assume the stone is dead. Okay, let's assume the stone is dead. I would say 20, 22, 23 points. That's be generous. 23. Okay. And then 33, 34, 35, 36. So I'm not counting this area. 36. 36, there's the 4 point, 40, 41, 42, 45-ish, including the thickness. And there are 5 points, 45, 50 plus, 51, 2 points for weight. Wow, weight has so many points. It doesn't look like weight has that many points.
Yeah. Well,
52 plus. So there's this, I would say there are 15 points in this area plus the thickness, which means black will have to get, if we give white 52 or 3, after Komi, that's 60 points.
Yeah.
So if black only has a 15 points here.
Oh my gosh. So black has to find 35 points in the Moyo.
45.
Oh my gosh.
45. At the same time, white is not increasing any territory.
Yeah.
If white gets more points, then black will have to get better, like a bigger moyo. 45. That's 10, 20, 30, 40. If we count this area in the middle, is doable. It's likely doable. Yeah, but we didn't count the influence for white right here.
Yeah, whites could still earn a lot of points there.
Hard to turn all of that moyo into territory.
That's right. Yeah, okay.
And black kept running out there, yeah.
But we did this exchange for white.
Yeah.
That's actually helping move.
Yeah.
So white does one move right here to fix the weakness. Okay, that's why white did here, and then black made that exchange. Jumped out. Okay, so right now black decided to invade. No, not yet. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I think if a black can successfully get everything in the middle, like this, including this area, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Right. But like Todd said, you can really get everything, transfer all the influence to territory at once.
Yeah, and I noticed black doesn't seem to just directly go for that, right? Black's playing elsewhere first.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, because remember the count said black needed to convert all that without white gaining more territory.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's difficult to convert that whole moyo while white is just letting you do it.
Yeah, that's true. So he peaked. Wow. And I think Jeremy now is trying to really get everything
Yeah.
as possible.
Taking all the forcing moves.
Yeah. Okay. So white played Kusumi. Okay, and a black push Sente. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Okay, so how brave would you consider to invade?
I would call that very brave. Well,
Okay, if white tries to jump in.
yeah, I wouldn't, because there's no, I mean, maybe that little area where white is kind of squiggling in on the right, you
All
could
right,
get
right.
some moves from that. But
Mhm.
it feels like white doesn't, I always want to have at least a couple sort of threats to connect out if I'm going to survive inside.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's very dangerous to invade deeply right there. So then we can assume all of the points on the bottom area, the top area here, is black's territory. I
Although
would assume.
I've seen where the game goes, and I know that's not true.
Oh, okay. All right. Then let's see the actual game then. Good. And then black, yeah. So after this white's moved, the influence on the bottom is getting bigger.
Yeah.
And then black cannot afford, if white take everything here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's time to drag the stone out. Yeah. And then reduce the influence right here. That's where we stopped.
Yeah, this is
before
where
the
we
break.
looked before the break, and
Mhm.
we thought, oh no, those black stones look like they might be in trouble.
Yeah. So there is a connection around this area for black, but black will have to do some sentes to threaten those two stones first.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he pushed it directly. Okay. Yeah, but eventually, if black cannot cut those two stones off, the four stones will be pretty dangerous. Okay, that's not the move.
I was about to say that looks strange even to me.
Okay, he played clamp. Okay. Okay, he's trying to. Okay, I think he's trying to fix the cutting point, as I mentioned. The cutting point here. It's eventually black will have to use the attach and then cut to kill those 3 stones. Yeah, but more stones white get from this area, and unlikely black will have the cutting point right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now everything is already connected. Okay. But the downside is white gets additional sente, additional move. Okay.
So white's sort of threatening the invasion now, right?
Yeah. Well, if black lost everything on top, I think the game is over.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that should be sente. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Wow.
That's the
White can
the
ignore
troop.
the peep.
Where the troop stays. That's at the top area. Okay. But I think if black just simply surround the top area, obviously there's not enough for 5 points.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot smaller.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a gote, but that's a big gote. Yeah. Okay. I have a bad feeling right now. It's after I think after black started pulling its stone out, only territory black reduces this area. But white got everything in, right? And then black gets some points in the top left.
But is white maybe? Do you think white's stones in the middle are sort of safe at this point?
I think that's pretty safe. Okay, so let's go back here. So black has now 10, 15, 20 points on the top. And then got a little bit more here. 30, 35. It really, so after these couple moves, black played here, it also made the white very weak is
Mhm.
thin and a weak. So it really depends on how both players settle the weak points in this entire area here. Okay. So they're having the trade. So black
Yeah.
had all the points on the bottom, but lose all the points on top. Mm. Okay. But in terms of the points, I think black lost more
Yeah.
because that was that big.
Yeah, that was
Right.
giant.
And then this area, we didn't count this part for weight at all when we were counting the board.
It's just this maybe 15 points in the bottom left.
Okay. Unless black can get something from this. Unlikely. Yeah. Okay, so it shouldn't be any life and death issues for white. Okay. Okay, maybe we can count at this point and see. So black has 10, 13, 14, 15. Is that captured? 16. I think that's captured. 16.
Yeah.
I'll give 16. Oh, no. 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 25. 5 points in center. 30. 30, and then that's 42, 3. That's it.
That doesn't sound like enough.
43. And then white has 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 on the left area. 25, 35, 45. That's already more.
Yeah, white. It seems like white's
7,
up
8,
by
9.
at least 10 points, maybe more.
And in a way, still have a cente.
Yeah,
Okay. We're almost cut up the game.
but can black cut those like the Q7, Q6 stones and maybe take 10 points there?
That would be very ideal, but
But no.
it doesn't work. Yeah. And then if black cuts here, that would be the same thing.
Shoot.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And then black cannot even cut. Oh, black maybe can do this. But this way, it doesn't really work either. Because white can cut from here. But black can try from cutting here, but the value will become smaller because everything is squeezed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we look
Look
at
at the board for
board number 4?
Yes, definitely. Okay. Okie dokie.
So we're hopping to board number 4 now.
That's Alex between the second park.
Yeah, park number 2 and
Park
Alex.
number 2.
And what's Alex's? Alex is one of our North American pros, right?
Yeah, that's
Is he
right.
a recent promotion, or has he been a pro for a little while?
Oh,
do you know?
I think it's 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So last year it was Michael Chin,
Mm-hmm.
and this year is Bill Lin, and he didn't come to the U.S. Go Congress this year. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start from the beginning.
Another
Oh.
Kasumi.
Another Kasumi.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
familiar, right?
Yeah.
Next time, we should just play the ones with high approach.
Yeah.
Then they can never play the Kasumi
The
again.
North Americans, we'll call them the K crew and the N crew. The N crew's got to come up with a team response.
Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. So in this game, white chose to descend, right? So they're like when we're talking about the board 3, there's another position, the Joseki variations with the tiger's mouth and a white extent, and black take the side extension. Sometimes if the code works better for for black, then that will work. Yeah.
Okay.
But it depends on the code thread. But now, since
There's
we're
no
only,
code
yeah,
threads, yeah.
it's just the beginning of the game. Okay. And then, okay. All right. The 3-3 invasion.
Well, that's the first one we've seen today.
Right. Because I think that Alex is 2-star opening, because the other games are
all 3
more
4s.
3-4. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's pretty classic.
Oh, they go for the simple option.
Simple option, yeah. That's way too complicated for this. Like a Hane, push, and cut. Yeah. So one of the Rise lectures is going to talk about the 3-3 invasion, the deep dive into
really?
the 3-3 invasion. There's so many variations. Yeah, and then some of the variations are deal with the capture rates as well. Then you have to read who's leading the liberties.
Yeah.
Okay, but especially in this position, black already invested some moves right here, and it is good to develop the moyo in this area. Okay. Oh.
Wow.
Attach. Very interesting.
This is Alex playing the early attach.
Yeah. So after AI showed our human players a lot of these fancy attachments.
I was watching this game earlier when White made that response to the attachment. He attached on top, and then Ward sat there for like 15 minutes.
Oh, really?
Everybody was just thinking and wandering around. And it took at least 10 or 15 minutes before White made that response.
Oh.
So they were thinking things through.
Yeah. So the idea is playing the attach is if we make an exchange move between the 4th and 3rd line, the 4th line moves has better value, especially in this whole board position, because black is focusing on the moyo in the center.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we saw the similar moves in the previous game, in Jeremy's game, the attach that he made, and then White Tanuki played the attach. So normally there are 4 responses. So to respond to any attachment. But I don't think any other Hane works because the ladder. Yeah. So the ladder right here doesn't really work. And then I think I'm right. Yes. The ladder doesn't work this way. Yeah. So if White played the Hane, the similar situation will happen again.
Yeah. So White doesn't have either of the ladders, so White can't Hane.
Yeah. So I think right now White only has 2 options left, but extending toward to the left is more important because the 2 stones are heavier than those 2, are weaker at the same time. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's Sente. I like black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now black kind of has both directions off of the corner.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think black will have to cut. I'm not sure about the Hane, but it feels overplay because black already has a strong wall on the left side. And then I don't think black will extend it like this because it's like you're connecting both 2 strong walls. It doesn't really efficient to make this much territory.
Well, yeah, what would you rather do with your strong wall? Like make a fight or?
Yeah, use the strong wall to attack or to develop a bigger territory, like bigger influence framework, I should say this way.
Yeah.
And, the worst strategy is use your thickness or your strong wall to make points.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in order to get the strong wall, you already sacrifice a lot of points to your opponent. Otherwise, you won't get the strong wall.
Yeah.
But if we just use the stones to make some 5 points, that's equivalent to the points you already give up to your opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's totally not worth it. Okay. All right. And then I think that's where we stopped at the before.
I think that was the first when we looked at
First,
it. Yeah, two
first
times
look.
ago we got to here. I think.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think there's anything there. Right. So white is able to net the stone, but the shape isn't that great. And then black at the center right now. Okay. Yeah. The 3/3, and then this is the follow-up, the peep, and Kasumi as a kind of Joseki after the 3/3 invasion. Okay. The pace is really good, I think, for black.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So maybe we should move a little bit faster.
Yeah. Let's cruise through it.
Yeah, we really wanted to look at the mid game, what is going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty good move. Okay, the knight's move, I like that. Yeah. I was thinking this one. Oh, okay. All right, he's not very happy with the shape, I guess. Yeah. So he connected from the other side. All right. Okay. So the 4 stones are okay right now because there are some sentes in the lower right corner. Even with the pincer from the outside, there's no problem for black to live. And then this move, I think, is pretty big because if black cut through from here, not only this whole group is safe, it's strong, but also it may indirectly make this group weaker. And then, this whole group also has some Ajis on the bottom.
Yeah, black really wants to slice and dice.
Yeah, and then also if white cut through from here, both groups are connected, and then black is kind of surrounded in the middle area. Yeah. Okay. And then where did black go? Extend it. Okay. Cut. Okay. So white got those 2 stones. Yeah, that's the Tetsuji to kind of not punish, but that will make the shape not really comfortable. Oh. Yeah, the white shape is so bad. The white doesn't have any other moves to do.
Yeah.
So that's the only way to do it. Okay. I think black is in favor. Just by looking at the flow of the game, black didn't really make any bad shapes, any bad moves, but white has some the dumpling shape in the middle.
Yeah. Do we worry though about white? Like white seems like they're sort of making points as they go pretty well, but they have their dumpling. Yeah.
Right. So at this point, maybe we can count the board. So 22 points here. 24, 6, 7. So I'll give 8 points, 27, 35. 41 to 42, 43, 45, 50, 51, 2-ish for white. And then black has 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 16, 26, 26 flat floor, 30, 32, 4, 6, 8. Did I say 30, 38, 38, 40, 40 here? Oh, really? They have. Okay, 40 around 40 points the top area, plus the thickness. How many does this white have? 50. 50, okay. So I didn't count this area. Oh, the game is actually pretty close in territory,
Yeah,
but black is much thicker.
yeah. Black's winning in tempo, but not in points.
Right,
Maybe.
okay. Right now. Okay, so white is forced to save the dragon in the middle. Oh my god. I think the game is getting complicated now.
Yeah.
So 40 points. If black can make a 15 here, that's a 55. 5. Yeah, I think it still favors black.
Yeah.
Because we didn't count this area,
Yeah.
and this area. But it's easy for black to get 15 points by playing this move. But now the situation is a little different. Oh, we're at the game.
We're at the game. Oh my gosh.
The white is,
Is the life of those white stones in the middle in danger?
yeah, they're locally it's already dead.
Yeah. I didn't see an easy way out for him.
No, I just have some ideas here. No, it doesn't really work for white. Even white play all of the sentes.
Yeah.
So conclusion here is there's no eye, and a white has to somehow make an eye right here. Okay. So, I think this is the game. Right. Okay. Ooh, yeah, we have to.
Yeah, we're almost out of time.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to know.
The last hope for North America.
Oh, so Alice captured, and then white hunted. I would assume he has to play this move. The turn, and a white has to get an eye here. Wow, it's so exciting. Okay.
Should we do a quick recap of where the other games are?
5 minutes.
Okay.
We'll go to board one.
Let's go back to the board one.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so they are still playing. Oh, so white killed this corner. I wanted to turn the AI reveal because we didn't have that much. We don't have that much time. I wanted to see who's ahead. Oh, okay.
I think it was already there.
It is. Oh, okay. So it's not on. Well, they're still playing. I guess we will have to just wait for the result. Then.
Yeah.
I wanted to look at all of the board positions first.
Yeah.
Okay, and then board 2.
Going to board 2 and
Okay. So Alan. Oh, they're also playing.
this looks like it's got to be
I think they might be done.
at counting, yeah, or close to. Do we?
I think they're probably finished because the cameras.
This looks like
I think the black wins.
one,
I just
yeah.
quickly count.
Yeah.
Black 1. Okay, so let's go to the board 3. Oh, black wins by resignation.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And then, is there any result here? No. Okay, that's a Jeremy scheme, right?
Board 3,
Board
Jeremy.
3, Jeremy
Yeah.
scheme.
Oh yeah, this is the one where they did the big trade.
Right.
But now they're playing their endgame moves. Yeah.
Yeah. That's close. I just quickly counted, not very accurately.
Yeah.
Still, so I guess we will have to wait for the final.
The final results.
Yeah. So let's just last quickly.
And back to board 4.
Yep. Okay.
This is we really don't want to know how this goes. This is one of those nail biter fights.
Yeah.
Like wriggle out of the center.
Well, it seems like black is why is black playing all these moves against white's bottom group rather than sort of directly fighting? Because we expected black to play F12 before, and instead black played this Atari at G5.
These are the senteis.
Oh, so black's just trying to get the senteis.
Yeah.
And then we'll focus on.
Right. At the same time, with more moves, it will help killing the dragon.
Yeah. Or white will have to sacrifice this other whole group,
then
which
that's
game over.
Yeah, that's game over for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Really exciting games today. This has been fun.
Yeah. I think Alex is doing pretty well in the game.
And you'll just want to mention that we have the pro versus pro match coming up.
Oh yeah, we're about to have a
exhibition
1
game.
o'clock.
1 o'clock
And
exhibition
then
game.
Redmond Cup finals again at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Wow, we have
Redmond
a
Cup
busy
at 3 o'clock,
schedule
yeah.
today.
And what is the Redmond Cup again? I don't even really know the details of it.
The Redmond Cup is the most prestigious youth tournament in North America. And then they have 2 divisions, senior and the junior. So the final match will be played at the U.S. Go Congress.
Okay, so they've been playing elsewhere,
Yeah.
like online,
Yeah.
and then this is the finals or whatever.
Right, each one, the senior and the junior, they both play a best of 3 set.
Oh wow, cool. Okay, so this is we're down to the top 2 in each division, and they're playing out their finals. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be able to sneak in a viewing of that between my Congress duties.
It's been very common for some of the kids to have a good run in that. They'll win the juniors 2 or 3 years, and then in seniors for a year or 2 or 3. Aaron Yee made a big run. He run like 7 out of 9 years. He either won the juniors or the seniors.
Wow.
That's really exciting.
Yeah. I look at the pairings when they're doing the online preliminary. The kids in junior division so young.
Yeah.
They're like
watch the Redmond Cup games, especially the junior division, and then watch like 4 or 5 years down the road, they'll be playing for the North American Pro Club.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, our future.
Yeah, the future is coming.
Yeah.
Before we wrap, guys, something maybe you want to interview him a little bit about what it's been like being a Congress director.
Oh.
Yeah. Should I ask him?
You come to a lot of these. I'm sure you have questions.
First of all, how do you feel about
I feel good. It's fun. It was.
Sleep yet?
Last night was the first night that I came close to 8 hours of sleep since the Congress started. So that was exciting. I managed to go home before we closed last night because everything was running well enough that I was able to pass things off and go home at like 8 instead of 10:30.
Yeah, you must been doing a lot of things from big plan until very small detail, like stickers. I like you guys made 3 different stickers this time.
I was really excited about our swag this year. I love we did 3 different pieces of art that we put on different things. So we have a sticker for each of our 3 main Congress arts. This little rose pin I have, this is what we're calling the 40th anniversary design that we did special since this is the 40th anniversary of Go Congress.
Nice.
And then we have our standard Mount Hood, which people can see from from Portland.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
When we were flying from New York and then about land, we saw there's beautiful mountains.
Yeah, it's one of the views we treasure here in Portland, and then we have one one of our bridges.
The bridges,
yeah,
right.
Portland's a city of bridges.
Mhm.
We got a lot of bridges since the river runs right through the town.
Wow.
But yeah, the Congress has been great. It is a lot of work to organize a Congress, but it is also proving very rewarding.
Mhm.
Even getting to do this is such a bucket list item to be on the AGA stream with someone like you. And
oh, thank you. Thank you for doing everything for making that Congress happen.
It's so great. I'm so glad everyone's here. And not only this is actually my first Go Congress as well.
Director at your first.
Wow.
So,
very brave.
It's only downhill from here.
Yeah. Well, and so I've never been in a room with, I'd say my previous record was 60 Go players in a room, and now I've been in a room with 500 Go players, and that is a whole nother level. It's really, really cool seeing so many people, the age differences, like all the different places people come from. Like there's so many kids, there's so many old folks, there's people from we counted the countries the other day, and we have at least 12 countries like on people's paperwork, which I'm sure some people didn't even do their paperwork very detailed. So it's really cool.
It's a testament for leveraging the vast amount of volunteer experience, the AJ as a whole.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that, because it's a lot of volunteers. And you've run events yourself, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Volunteers,
Yeah, the volunteer are great. Are the key, are the heroes.
Yeah, and it's all about number. It's a little numbers game, right? We really, everyone counts, and there's so many people and so many moving parts. And they're really interesting. Like there's sort of the usual suspects who have their like, oh, I always run the youth room, or this, that, and the other thing. And then there's all the new people who've never done a Congress thing before, who, and we even have walk-on volunteers, which is crazy, like people who.
Yeah, we're all passionate about the Congress
Yeah.
and the game of Go.
It's very true. That's why Portland volunteered too. It's sort of, it's time for us to take our turn, and it's, you give back to the community.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank
you. Thank you for doing everything.
Well, thank you for doing everything.
All right.
Cool.
It seems that Alex is.
You think he's got this? That looks like a move you make when you're confident you've killed the group.
Yeah. Well.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I got a little cross-eyed by the end there. That's a long stream.
No. I think it's good to tell audience
So
how
what is this?
you feel being the Congress director. And there are a lot of work.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But now it's rewarding. If you had asked me
This
on Thursday if it was worth it, I might not have said yes, but now I would definitely say yes.
That's
You're
great.
still on the hot mic.
So what do we
Oh, okay.
But we're not on the air, right?
Yes, you are.
Oh,
Oops.
Technical difficulties. It's all fine. You didn't say anything
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
Okay.
It's all good.
I was just giving you a heads up that you are.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
See you later.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with this. It
Just saw it quick, right?
it all said it lost connection and then it went away, but it's still broadcasting here.
That's weird.
I can't stop anything. 'cause I
So
don't
this
have any-
is.
I'm just watching this is my iPad. I'm just watching the YouTube. So I'm watching the YouTube.
Thanks, dude. I was wondering. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dad.
It's still feeding everything because I'm just watching this feed. But this
So
will
it's
run
still-
away. I don't know how to stop that. Oh, my battery died.
Oh, is there some other window?
It went away.
How
What's
could
that?
it be?
Oh, there's the.
How could it be broadcasting if
I
there's
don't
no
know.
window?
I don't know.
Let me check I was watching.
But we should find out how to quit it, because right now I can't.
Yeah, it does seem to be,
It's still
So do I.
broadcasting,
yeah,
so
I
I'm saying that we should.
I don't know. All right, let me find them. Okay.
There you go. Not likely. That's probably true. Is, I can talk to one or two people. I'm gonna leave it here too, so somebody who's a doctor. Say, okay.
We have two more today. Let me just check and see. Okay, let's see. Let me check you. We have a pro match at 1, which is in an hour. Ginger may be doing that, but if he's not, do you want to do the pro? And then who's a recording for the Redmond 3? Do we know?
I have no idea. I know that Justin has somebody lined up for it. I don't know who it is. He usually takes care of that himself.
Let me check. Hold on one sec.
That's what I'm going to use. You make the yours.
Lost connection?
Lost connection, then the whole thing crashed. But it's still broadcasting. I just can't stop it without, I don't know what to do with it. So we're still broadcasting from the camera and the mic and everything.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, I'm not sure how it's doing that.
Oh, that's really weird.
It had a few seconds of it saying it lost connection, and then
Did you try,
I didn't try anything.
no, I mean, did you try calling Devin?
No.
If Devin is available, he can fix this as well.
I mean, we were all finished. I was just like,
We're all finished. So he could have just gone on to the YouTube and ended it himself. Yeah. So it's starting now.
okay. I just didn't know how to restart it to shut the screen down.
Gotcha.
I just have to keep reminding everyone